Let's be very clear about this Erika Kirk is a lesbian thing. This is not about LGBTQ stuff, okay? Like, Erika Kirk is not actually a lesbian. I mean, she is a lesbian in the way that Benny Johnson is gay. If she is, okay? If she is, I don't know if this video is real. I don't know if any of this shit is real. What I know is that TPUSA is a domestic terrorist organization, and anything that can sack Erika Kirk and anything that can reduce the power of them getting into every middle school and high school is important, guys. Okay? It's important because I think leaving Erika Kirk and TPUSA unchecked to be some Zionist, religious, evangelical group that goes into all the middle schools and high schools. Nah, we love lesbians, but like, we don't love Erika Kirk. Okay? So the thing about this is, for me, this is about politics. Anything that can weaken their reach and cause them mayhem and prevent them from taking power, indoctrinating the kids of America, I'm in on. Okay? I am. Because I will say this, Erika Kirk is not honest. She is some kind of honeypot. She is not genuine. She is like mental, and she is working for power structures that want to convert children to become evangelical drones. And that's bullshit. So like, if a little bit of a lesbian scandal can ruin her domestic terrorism, I'm in for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Erika Kirk is bisexual. I would not be surprised. I mean, if you want to get like broad scope, I think we're all like bisexual to some degree. I don't think anybody is purely straight or purely gay. It's just a spectrum of where you are in that thing. We as a society have created this binary. But dude, there's nothing. I mean, look at the sunset, bro. It ain't a binary. It doesn't go from light to dark like a room with a light switch. There's 1,000 shades of sunset and sunrise, and every day those shades are different, bro. So I think people are spectromatic, and that spectrum changes day to day. Like, seriously. I think it's amazing that they're going after Erika Kirk in this way, because it's very believable, guys. I mean, you ready? Bridget Ziegler. Who is Bridget Ziegler, you say? She is the Moms for Liberty founder that was also engaging in threesomes with her husband, and there's some SA involved. And yet, she's the founder of Moms for Liberty. Dude, it's always that way. Okay, so is Erika Kirk a freak like Paula White, like Bridget Ziegler? Like, sure, I don't doubt it at all. All of those people. I mean, Benny Johnson is out there preaching Christianity, and him and his wife are swingers, and he is so closeted, everybody knows it. Dude, they're all freaks, bro. So the thing is does Erika dabble? I bet she does. They're building some crazy narrative that is about Erika Kirk having been a bisexual or in relationships with women. In particular, there are some allegations that one of these women was pretty young, and there are some Instagram posts that back some of this shit up. There are some claims that there's this footage of this like elevator kiss, okay, and that Candace Owens supposedly has all this info. But what it is it's this narrative that they're building against Erika Kirk, that she was engaged in relationships with women. At the same time, she was hooking up with 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀, who was Charlie Kirk's friend, and that Erika was somehow honeypotted in there. Now, Candace Owens believes this is a Zionist thing that is connected to Epstein and Trump and Netanyahu and all this shit. That's what Candace believes. And so they're building this story that we don't know if it's true or not, but it is going to be very divisive and potentially help us prevent TPUSA from getting into high schools. But if you look at it, there's a video of Erika Kirk talking about how she was a tomboy, about how everybody thought she was a boy. So they are like, well, it looks like Erika Kirk has this lesbian aspect to her. And so they're presenting evidence of Erika Kirk saying, oh, I never dated, but then they're finding out that she was always dating, but they're saying that they think she was dating women here. And this is a big sort of like TMZ kind of drama that, again, I love it because first off, I don't care, but I do care if she's leading a Christian organization that is trying to demonize the LGBTQ while she's macking down with chicks. I do have a problem with that. I'm going to prevent her from doing that shit. There's her and Charlie, and there's her and the like girl supposedly hooking up, that kiss. Now, dude, what is she doing, bro? Now she's the TPUSA CEO, and now there's some like accusations of a relationship. That's where it gets a little strange, guys. There are accusations that she was involved with a younger girl. Candace Owens is making some accusations, and guys, there are some Instagram comments that are a little weird. There are some Instagram interactions that they do have a little bit of ammunition that makes it seem like Erika was being a little weird with this younger girl. And then when she's tied to the Harvest Church and Greg Laurie and all this weird shit in Romania, it creates a suspicion that, again, there's no proof. But again, if it kneecaps TPUSA and gets them out of the schools, all right, dude, run with it. I want Candace to run with this shit. I would love to see Candace ruin TPUSA. I would love that. I think that's a net positive for the world at large. So there are these weird, accusations about Erika. And now there's a bunch of TikTok influencers that are making this shit because Candace is saying, I have the evidence. But there are people now asking the question, is Erika LGBTQ? Did she have a relationship with somebody that was too young? Did that actually occur? We don't know. But what we do know is that Candace and a bunch of TikTok influencers are saying it did. And that is going to create problems for TPUSA and their little evangelical Zionists take over the schools. What's crazy about this, guys, is this particular post. The date of this is in 2017. Again, all of this is TMZ. It's like internet drama. It's like MAGA fodder. But this was a post from 2017 that said Erika Francvi's face when she walks into dinner expecting to see her wife, and 𝗙𝗵𝗪 is there instead. Another one for the books. Well done, Cab. So now what this was, guys, is this was somebody back in 2017 implying that Erika Francvi actually was into women. And there were people on the internet already creating suspicion that Erika was bisexual, even when she was dating 𝗙𝗵𝗪, which was a year before she got sort of sent in to become Charlie Kirk's wife. So the implication coming from the Candace Owens crew and these 4channer conspiracy people is that Erika really wanted to be with women, and then she got honeypotted in to become the wife of Charlie Kirk. And at some point there, she just kind of gave up this lifestyle, became this trad wife all of a sudden to, become part of this bigger power thing. Now, again, is any of this true? I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's all like weird internet drama. But if this can prevent TPUSA from getting into some schools, I feel like I want to throw a log on that fire. Don't you? Right? I mean, that to me, that's the goal. The goal is Erika now wants to take this domestic terrorist organization called TPUSA and make no bones about it, guys. TPUSA is a domestic terrorist organization. They funded the fake electors that were in Arizona that were going to try to overturn the 2020 election. They bust people to J6, right? To the Capitol. I mean, they are insurrectionists, and they are trying to take evangelical Christianity into middle schools and high schools by claiming to be Club America. Ooh, we're patriots. We want to bring the flag and patriotism into your school, but they're fucking lying. They want to convert kids to evangelical Christianity. And you ready for this? They want to be spies, guys. Because what do you think is going to happen in every Club America outfit that gets into a high school? What are they going to do? You remember Oklahoma? You remember Full Necky? That girl who did the bullshit assignment and got the transgender professor, the graduate assistant, booted? That's what they're going to do. They're going to plant spies inside every high school they get into, and they're going to create some LGBTQ controversy. If there's an LGBTQ student or professor, they're going to create some sense of impropriety, and they're going to try to create some national scene around that to create some news headline to get an LGBTQ teacher fired or to create some suspicion of shit going on in schools so they can ramp up that anti-LGBTQ, anti-trans stuff nationwide. I guarantee you, every Club America chapter is going to become a hammer looking for an LGBTQ nail to bring into the greater national conversation, because TPUSA has $250 million to hire lawyers, to hire publicists, to create some anti-LGBTQ narrative. This is what they want to do, guys. They want to make every school a potential hotbed of ooh, some LGBTQ person is doing something bad and we're going to sue, we're going to get somebody fired, we're going to force somebody out of the position on the school board. And the fact that Erika may be macking down on women while she is spearheading this is crazy. Because don't forget, guys, one of the things that 𝗙lie Kirk did that nobody talks about is they had a professor list. They would go around to colleges and they would find professors that were anti-capitalist or were not on board with evangelical Christianity or supported gay rights or were people of color, right? Professors of color, and they would put them on a list and get them death threatened, get them attacked, get them pressured to try and get them out of the schools. TPUSA has always been a terrorist organization. So I say any of this stuff that kind of weakens Erika Kirk and creates some chaos, we're going to applaud this. We're going to applaud this, and we are going to advance this shit. And now you may have remembered, we looked at this clip the other day when she was doing pageanting, where it was a very sort of, I don't know, LGBTQ adjacent, discussion here about makeup. And there she is, hooking up with Cabot Phillips, who at the time was with Daily Wire. And that was right before she moved in on 𝗙lie Kirk. But meanwhile, she actually may have had some girlfriends during that time period. I mean, look at her though, dude. I mean, she seems a little wild, guys. You know, she seems a little wild. Now, I've said this before. If you go and look at her Instagram and you go way back to the beginning of her Instagram, there is some funky sexual vibes with Erika. Erika Kirk was not a trad wife 15 years ago, guys. She was not. She was a party girl, and she was a girl that was all kinds of like, you know, sexuality, vagina references. And now looking back at one in particular, that one picture of her on the steps, this one, okay? I made a video where we talk about this, and there's a caption on here where she says what she order, fish fillet, and she's sitting on the steps with her legs open wearing this Fendi sweater. And like, I like made a video about this where I was like, wow, that's kind of weirdly sexual and not trad wifey. But now looking back at the suggestions that maybe she's a bisexual person, that post made a lot more sense for her to be making these vaginal references, right? Which was like, you know, bisexuality in the fashion world, in the entertainment world is like not a huge deal, dude. It's like everybody is sort of dabbling. And I guess Milo like made a big deal about that, but now I can see it, dude. But dude, again, do I care? Do I care if she's bi? Do I care? Like, no, I don't. But do I care that a potentially bisexual, like, you know, LGBTQ adjacent swinger is trying to, you know, indoctrinate kids to believe that behavior is a sin and terrible? Like, yeah, I care about that, guys. I am not going to let fake evangelicals become predators on our kids to try and convince generations of kids that, you know, their sexuality is a bad thing if they're not doing it the way the fucking Bible says. Because, dude, the Bible is not a good book, guys. If you're a lesbian, if you're bisexual, even if you're in the closet with it, I don't care. You can be in the closet. You can be out. You can have whatever behavior you want. You can have sex be transactional, and you can have relationships with people that just for transactional money and power. My problem is the hypocrisy. If you are bisexual, you don't get to go into schools and tell kids that being gay is wrong, and you don't get to indoctrinate people into some religious fantasy while you're simultaneously banging both sexes. That's where I have the problem. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.